Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is another review. A review and try on of another e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palette. Playing with just random bits I have. A lot of playing happens in this room on this channel. If you're interested in seeing that in action and hearing my thoughts, hang on, we're gonna do it in just a second. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share, do all the things. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy the video. I bought the tiny size of the Bye Bye Under Eye in the shade Light Natural. I think it'll work right now, but hopefully I'll be getting some color soon if the sun ever comes out and ever warms up. So I'm gonna try this today. So I've got that much on my little sponge. I think that will do both eyes. We'll see. I'm just gonna kind of dot this all over and then blend it in. I, of course, have already done all of my skincare per usual. And it's been sitting for a while because I got sucked into a couple of makeup videos. One of them was actually a live from last night with Mel Thompson. She's the cutest thing. Okay, that went on my lids really nicely. Before it creases, I'm going to set it with my Essence Brighten Up banana powder, which I didn't realize it was a banana powder. It just looks like a nice pale translucent-ish setting powder. Just patting that on there. I love this brush for this exact purpose. I've literally never used it for anything else. This is not its intended purpose. But like makeup brushes are meant to be used and worn or whatever, any way you want to do it. Whatever works for you. This works for me. I got it in a boxy charm. It's by Luna Magic. I have no idea if it can be purchased or not. If it can, I highly recommend it if you have to set your eyes with a powder. Okay, so my eyes are primed and set, and I'm ready to dig into e.l.f. palette number 3. This one is in the shade Carnival Candy. Let me see if I can get it open. This is what it looks like. When I swatched it, that blue was amazing. So fingers crossed, it's just as nice on my eyes. Per usual, I'm gonna go in with this shade to start the crease and then work my way through the darker browns. This palette is incredibly warm tone. So that feels more like a fall look, but I really wanna play with that blue today. The last e.l.f. palette I used, I haven't posted the video yet, but I will. I was absolutely completely blown away by the entire palette. Whereas the first one I used, the Cream and Sugar, I was blown away by the darkest brown in that. But if you like a cool tone, smoky palette, I highly recommend the Truffles one. For $3, you cannot beat it. I would pay significantly more than $3 for that palette. That's how good it is. And it wore beautifully all day long. No creasing, no bits of fallout from the shimmer shade on my face. I was so impressed. They are killing it with that palette. I was gonna pass them on to my daughter or my daughter-in-law or the grandbabies, but I may have to hoard that one. I can see myself using it. I can see myself taking that on a cruise for like a glam dinner look, I think it would be amazing. And if something happened to it, I would be sad, but I could replace it for $3. So that's pretty cool. All right, going in with that warmer brown shade down here, a little lower than that last brown shade. I have a feeling I'm gonna love these colors together. When I was younger, my absolute favorite color combination was blue and orange. I loved it so much. I probably still do. I just really like black. That's the color I go for pretty much no matter what. Unless I'm shopping with Mike and then I have to get color because he's so tired of seeing me in black. I'm like Johnny Cash up in here. You know, minus the man stuff and the famous singer and the alcohol addiction and okay, really not that much like Johnny Cash except that I like black. And we'll just leave it like there. Though I do thoroughly enjoy singing, nobody around me enjoys it when I do. Sometimes I'll forget what I'm doing and start singing. And if my oldest son is here, he'll say, "Mama, who sings this?" And then I'll say, "Oh, it's so-and-so." And he'll be like, "Let them sing it." So harsh. He wasn't singing that song when he was little, let me tell you. Mostly because he couldn't talk. I have this habit of singing to all the babies. I've always done it, and when I start singing, they fall asleep. Not because my voice is melodious, it's because it's self-defense. They figure if they fall asleep, I'll stop singing. No respect here, none. All right, time to go in with that blue shade. I am so excited. So I'm gonna try it on a dry brush first. Picks up really nicely. Oh, I can feel the fallout, which isn't unexpected. I did not do my face first. Because as we all know, I am a mess maker. That's pretty. I think I'm gonna get my lid covered and then maybe go in with a damp brush, see if we can amp it up. I have a feeling this is gonna take just a bit of finagling. All right, I'm just gonna leave that like that and work on this one for a minute because I do need to work into the crease a bit, but I think I have to switch to a fluffier brush for that, which isn't usually how I do it, but we'll see. I don't know. We're playing. We're learning about the formula and how it works. Okay, I'm going to dampen my brush and see if we can't make that look better. Okay, I've wet the brush in the shadow. Oh yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I know it's looking a little bit crazy right now, but I believe we will get it looking pretty darn sweet. And with the wet brush, there isn't any fallout. So that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. It's actually from my TJ Maxx haul. And just see if I can't blend this a little bit. All right, I'm gonna flip it over and go back in with that darkest orangey brown color. Meld the two together a little. That's not actually blending together all that well. It looks a little insane right now. It's a little bit patchy right in here. What if I bring it all the way out? And then use that orangey brown instead of out here. I just put it like right above the blue, because I feel like the two are not meshing well out here. Yep, I think that was the right choice. Yep, that was the right decision. Okay, so now I want to take that deep brown on the, see this brush is kind of flat-ish. I'm gonna use it on the flat side and just really bring that brown back in here to kind of halo the blue. Can you see the difference between this one and this one? We'll go back in with that lighter brown just above that one to blend everything. I think I'm gonna use my little sad looking refer brush. I believe there's gonna be a video coming about this. Maybe I'll combine like my feelings about this with like maybe my favorite brushes. I feel like that could maybe be workable. Funnily enough, when Mike and I went shopping this weekend, I picked up 3 new dresses, and all 3 are blue. I don't own anything blue. So, yep. Now I do. And my dress and my eyeshadow match today. Just the top of my dress. The bottom of my dress, it's all like tie-dye-ish. So as it goes down, the darker blue turns to a lighter blue, and then it turns to like a taupey color, and it turns to like a mauve-y, like a really light mauve-y color. I think that's it. I have these 2 eyeliners. One's a brighter blue, one's a darker blue. I suspect the darker blue is going to be the better quality of the 2, but I want the light blue one to work. Well, it's kind of showing up. All right, this is a very dark blue. It's from Makeup Geek. I got it in my grab bag. No, mystery. They have a mystery box and a grab bag. The mystery box was like their current products, whereas the grab bag is from older products. Like the eyeshadows are in the circle pans and they've switched to the square pans. Oops, so I just put the dark brown in my upper waterline, with the light blue in my lower waterline. I'm gonna see how that wears in the next few minutes. I may have to reapply the light blue. We'll see. I don't remember how it functions and how long it lasts. It's the Ulta Beauty one, and the black one was good. It stayed in my waterline all day, so hopefully the same will apply to this blue one. Okay, BRB. All right, going back in with the Bobbi Brown. This is what it looks like. This is just a sample, or I don't know. I also don't remember if I bought this or if it was in like one of the free gift sets. So with Ulta, I think it's like weekly or bi-weekly. It seems like it's happening all the time, which I appreciate. But they do like sample bags with a bunch of products in it with, you know, a certain dollar amount purchase. And it seems like I always need something from Ulta because I don't go into stores. Well, I mean, until Saturday. I haven't been in one in a very long time. So I order everything either from Ulta or Sephora, typically Ulta if I can. So there's always something that I'm like, oh yeah, I should get this. And so I'll put a bunch of stuff in my cart and then wait until like I have the money, or, you know, I'll go back and be like, do I really want that? And then sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. If it's no, I just take it out, and then eventually I'll place one larger order and all my stuff comes. And so this might have been in one of those little gift sets. I don't know. But if this is what made the foundation, or nope, if this is what made the concealer wear so nicely yesterday, I may be a fan. I know Emily Noel is. She loves this stuff. She uses it a lot. So she's usually right about stuff. I definitely trust her. All right, stop yammering and get this show on the road. So I think I'm gonna do my under eye the same way I did my lids. Put a tiny bit on the mini beauty sponge and dab it in that way. I feel like that's probably the best way to do it. I will say this, it's incredibly tricky to squeeze out of. I mean, I have it bent fully in half to squeeze out the product. It's very thick. So again, teeny tiny amount. And I'm gonna dabble that between both under eyes. Oh, okay. I went a little crazy there. Whatever, it's going on my nose too. It's not like I want the redness there, so we'll consider it a twofer. You know what I do wish though? I wish makeup companies could get together and just be like, okay, this shade, say for example, what did I say this was? Light neutral. I wish they'd all just get together and agree on one, because it would make purchasing said products so much easier. Okay, this has so much coverage, and there's a cat hair. Shocker, I know. Up. I feel like I could do my whole face with this. Oh man. Jackson's gonna say I look like an old lady. I can already see it wrinkling up and creasing. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, how about this? I will try to blend out the creasing and the wrinkles, and then I will go in with my powder, which I really did like yesterday, and see if that stops the creasing. Works for 20-year-olds. Oh my God. That's so bad. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see this. That's horrendous. Okay, washing that off immediately, if not sooner, and never, ever, ever, ever putting Bye Bye Under Eyes under my eyes again. Why? Why do me like that? Everybody raves about it. And I knew. I just assumed it was my not knowing how to use the product correctly. Get out of here. Nobody wants you up in here. Boy, howdy. Weirdly, it looks great on my nose. Okay, so that was an epic flop. a basket of goodies here with a bunch of new products in it. So we will try. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the Bobbi Brown face base. Now I have all kinds of questions. It didn't work for the Bye Bye Under Eyes. Did it make a difference yesterday with the incognito? I don't know. See, you can't do a first impressions because that's all it is. It's a first impressions. It doesn't give you any other information. So perhaps I'll be the one who beats a dead horse, and metaphorically, not for reals. I would never. And really kind of gets into it because I don't know. When your skin is older, lived in, you can't mess around with just any old concealer. Like, it's kind of a serious thing. Otherwise, your grandson says you look like an old lady. Nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Well, I don't want to look like that. If I actually do, then I do want to hear it because then I want to do that again. Okay, so this concealer is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer Waterproof in the shade Light Cool. That's a very large tube of concealer. So we're going to attempt to slap this on my under eyes. Hopefully this goes better than the last one. But no idea if the shade is right. Like I said, they're all so very different. Maybe I'll do my foundation first. No, let's do this first. So a little bit in there, a little bit in there. I'm gonna see if this will actually cover that. Right, I've got my little sponge bag. Now we're gonna see how this works. It's a much thinner formula than the Bye Bye Under Eye, so that bodes well for me. It's got some coverage. And today for foundation, I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm a big fan of this one. I'm first gonna go in with just a flat foundation brush and start pressing that in. All right, I'm gonna go in with my new favorite beauty sponge just to tap that in, absorb any excess that may be lingering. So my concealer isn't looking great, but my foundation is on, so I'm gonna try to set the concealer and hopefully that helps. I'm just gonna use the same sponge. I'm just blending out any of the creasing. All right. Here we go. Fingers crossed. From here, looking in all of the mirrors, it's not terrible. Up close, I don't think it's terrible either. I don't think it's great, but we will wait and see. I'm gonna take that same concealer and do my smile lines, my forehead, my cupid's bow, the usual places. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a nope too for under eye concealer. Okay, I'm going to line my lash line and put on some mascara and falsies, and then I will come back and finish up my under eye and do my face. See you in a minute. Amazon, pause the music. Okay, so I messed up a little bit and forgot to do this part, but I used this skinny little liner brush and dampened it and went in with the blue shade that's on my lids and just applied it really, really closely to my lower lashes. Speaking of lashes, I did apply the false lashes. That's the same pair of Ardell Demi Wispies that I've been using. This is the third day in a row that I've been able to use them. I think they still look really, really nice. I am careful with my lashes. I don't apply mascara to my natural lashes after I've put on the false lashes. I think that helps lengthen the wearability, the multiple times that I can wear them. So, yep, day 3. I'm loving being able to put on false lashes. It's so exciting to me. I never ever thought I would be able to master applying lashes, and I'm not an expert by any means, but I feel like I'm able to get them on and they stay all day, and they are, as far as I can tell, mostly even. Hopefully you all agree with me. Okay, now with this little tiny smudger brush, I'm going to dip into the light brown color that we used on the crease on my upper lids. And I'm just gonna blend that right below the blue. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I was thinking about going in with that darker orangey shade, but I don't wanna press my luck too much. So that's the eyes done. I'm super happy. I like this palette a lot as well. This first shade doesn't work on me. If you are lighter skin tone, it would work on you beautifully. And these 2 middle shades went on really nicely. They blended really nicely. And the blue, of course, I'm freakishly happy with. Worked really well, dampened. So that is another win. And as long as it continues to wear like it's wearing now, there's no creasing, I'm happy. e.l.f. is just killing it with the eyeshadows. Close up this lash glue before I end up wearing it again. Gonna go in on my bottom lashes with the Bye Bye Panda Eyes, like I usually do. This is such a great lower lash mascara. It stays where you put it, it doesn't flake off. It washes off so easy at the end of the day. Yeah, sweet pickles, that looks good. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Into Sun, because right now on me, it's definitely more of a contour. And stamp it along the side of my nose. A little bit on a tiny brush under my lower lip, bottom lip. Now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer, and then the blush, and the highlight. I'm gonna try a slightly more dense brush for the bronzer today. It's not super dense. It's just a bit less floofy than the last brush I tried. All right, let's see. Up along my hairline. I think I'm gonna use a different bronzer on my neck. This pan is kind of little and I don't wanna waste it. And for blush, we're gonna dip into the Samatha March blush. I really, really do like this color. At first I was a bit surprised because in the pan, it looks a little pinker than it comes out as. But on my skin, I think it's really pretty. kind of unassuming, more of a natural-ish, and I really liked it up on my forehead a bit. Blended in with the bronzer. I think it just looks nice because it's more of a neutrally natural color. I just thought it was really pretty. And the sheen of this blush is just beautiful. I mean, if you weren't super into highlighter, you could just wear this blush all on its own and it gives a nice reflection, nice little gleam. But that's not who I am. I love highlight, so we're gonna go in and pack it on. Inner corner, look at that, oof. That's so pretty. Yes, yes, yes. Man. I love this palette. I'm so glad I was able to get it. We need a bit more than that on the nose. Now for my cheekers. Beautiful. Oh, I love highlighter. Whispering. Oh my goodness. And then Cupid's bow. For lipstick today, I'm gonna go with this lipstick in the shade Bare Maximum. And then my lip liner is, can I find it? Nonstop Nude. There we go. What do we think? I think I'm not mad at it. It was super fun to do once we got past the concealer debacle. Anyway, I hope you liked the video today. Please excuse the hair. I don't know what's happening. I've got to figure something out. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share, do all the things. I seriously appreciate your support. Yeah, let me know what you think. Also, I was thinking about doing a kind of cleanup video, you know, common mistakes that at least I make and how to fix them without having to undo the entire face of makeup, things like that. If there's any interest, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll do it. If there's no interest, then I don't want to waste your time or mine by making a video that nobody really wants to see. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Be good and remember to be kind to you. How's that for matching? These two are purple, but the rest are all blue. You kind of go blue to purple depending on the angle of the light. You can't really see it, I guess.